Hey guys, welcome back to the QPR career mode. We're just taking a look at my confidence rating at the moment, which has taken a little bit of a hit this season. Obviously, last year we were maxing it out, we were looking really good, and the objectives this year have been a little bit harder to achieve. Thankfully, the most important one, the youth development one, we've done. Those are ticked off. The brand exposure one, that ain't happening. I've only got 6 games left of the season, although I've got a lot to show you. There's going to be some highlights coming up shortly, and then there's 6 games left. So as of right now, where I am, I'm a little bit further ahead of you guys. I just don't think I'm going to get 3 clean sheets in a row. You never know. It's not impossible. I can show you the financial one here. I'm not going to show you the domestic success one because that might give away my position in the table right now, and I need you guys to wait. But let's face it, we're not going to get the biggest boost to our manager rating until the end of the season because they want me to win automatic promotion, which is finish in the top 2. So I think we can achieve that. Where you guys are right now and where I am right now, it's looking quite positive. So let's get into the highlights. Let's see how I got on. And then when we come back, we've got some live action. As you can see here, we have Watford coming up in 17th place. This is quite a nice fixture to have. And I want to get on a run, guys. I need to start winning games consistently. It's been doing my head in that I'm just so up and down. So we're going to jump into a quick sim here. And it is a 2-1 win. Diao scoring with 4 minutes to go, rescuing us and getting us a point, getting us 3 points there. We didn't have as much possession as normal, which kind of bothered me, but we had Charlton up next, who are down in 24th, literally the worst team this season. So I knew I would win this one as well. So we're going to go ahead and mix up the team just a little bit. Of course, it's no guarantee to win, but I felt like we're one of the best teams. They're probably the worst team. Statistically, they definitely are. Maybe they've been unlucky. Who knows? But we do come out on top 4-0 up. And look at this. This is the funniest bit. Cabral got sent off after 6 minutes. We basically played 84 plus minutes with 10 men and we still won 4-0. I think that is just hilarious. And then another really easy fixture, a nice run of games here. We've got Portsmouth, who are also struggling a little bit this season. Or actually, no, maybe not struggling as much as some of the other teams we've played, but I was able to put up a very strong team for this one regardless. But we do quick sim this one as well. And it was a little bit of a closer call, just being 1-0. But you can see with the stats there, we deserved to win quite comfortably. So very happy with that. And now we get into a couple of bigger games here. West Brom, one of the stronger teams. And you're going to see that we put up a pretty good first half performance here. Diao getting the strike out there. Brilliant save from the keeper. Diao chasing that golden boot along with Scarlett, by the way. It's going to be interesting to see how that battle pans out. Although, is it really a battle when I want both players to do really well? It still is. Cannon now with the cross. The American finds Scarlett. And that is the 1-0 lead 20 minutes in. West Brom haven't done anything in this game yet. It has been one-sided. And it is going to be a nice early 1-0 lead. But now, right before the break, we did see Batshuayi for West Brom giving it to Grant here. What a save by Cox, by the way. But how has Batshuayi ended up at West Brom? And there he is having another shot. Good save from Cox once again. That was right before the break. Into the second half now, and everything was going through Batshuayi. He's way too good for the Championship. But it's another insane reaction save from Cox. And there is a reason I'm still playing him as my number 1. We're investing. And finally, we get the second goal. Richards through in behind. Good finish with that left foot of his. And that should be the 3 points wrapped up, right? Well, West Brom had other ideas. Another shot. Good save. They wanted to get back in this game, and I wasn't letting them. 80th minute. And unfortunately, they do eventually break through. And what a strike that is. In off the post. I think at that point, I just thought, yep, fair enough. I've been trying my best to defend. Another clean sheet gone. Oh, and yeah, can we not talk about how I just gave away the ball like a complete moron? What was I thinking? 2-2. This game has been so one-sided until maybe the last half an hour or so, and West Brom were really digging deep. We needed a bit of special ability, let's say, and I thought Diao was going to win it, and then I've I've hit it near post. I've wasted another big opportunity. We get the corner in, but Cabral, the legend himself, getting sent off in one game and then scoring the winner in the next. Beautiful scenes. Actually, no, it wasn't the next game, was it? But Cabral, man, what a signing. Free agent. Thiago Silva regen? Potentially. Absolute beast of a defender. And he won us the game. Huge. I probably didn't deserve it in the end. Here is De Silva. And from that kind of range, you cannot afford him any space. Blackburn will regret that. What a strike from, I think, the best performing midfielder in my team, potentially in the league. Here is Diao. Beautiful cross into a completely unmarked Scarlett. And we're just 17 minutes in, and Blackburn are throwing this game away. What are they doing? Defensively all over the place, but what about this for a finish? I've scored some absolute beauties this season. I just wish the keeper didn't get a touch there. Here is Elliott to Vale. Lovely little back heel. De Silva with the shot. Good save. I thought that one was going in. De Silva seems to be scoring a lot of goals for me. He's kind of like my Frank Lampard. He's always getting forward on the edge of the box. Here he is again. Look at the space. It's because they were about to hit us on the break and they lost the ball and panicked a little bit. And De Silva scores yet another screamer. He just doesn't score normal goals. Expected XG of, well, why did I call it expected XG? It's an XG of 0.18. Here is De Silva giving it to Diao. And he makes it 4-0. 36 minutes in, game over. I think Blackburn should probably hang their heads in shame because that is one of the most woeful first half performances. We're going to sim to the end here, and it's a 5-0 win. 16 shots to 1. My team is too good. We have to be in the Premier League next season because I'm telling you guys, if we're in the Championship again, it's going to be probably an invincible season at this rate because the team is just getting better and better. Every player is growing. Oh, and look at this for a chance as well. Diao so unlucky with his left foot. We're up against Sunderland now. And actually, they've turned out to be a little bit of a bogey team for me. They're pretty good on the day. On their day, they can be a pretty difficult team to play against. And actually, at this point, although we had a good start, they were actually playing some really good stuff. Here is Ekwa. Passes it into Elise. I think that's how you say it. A left back. I don't know why he's a left back when he's like 6'4". Way better as a centre back. And you might recognise his face, by the way. Put it down in the comments if you remember which player I used his head on. I don't want to give you guys a hint. I think some of you might actually know. And there is Diao getting another goal. He is catching up with Scarlett, that's for sure. And we do equalise just before 20 minutes played. Diao dropping deep, giving it to De Silva. I wanted to have a shot from here, but it didn't seem like the right time. And it opened up here for Elliott. And honestly, for Elliott to come into the team and displace Oscar Bob, who has been brilliant, I think that says a lot. And there's Diao, great save there from Bishop. 2-1 at this point, and honestly, Sunderland were holding on. Doig there with a great header saved once again. Another corner coming in, this time Scarlett needs another save. Bishop keeping Sunderland in this game right now, but not forever. Surely we're going to get a third goal here. One of these chances will go in. Well, you say that, they go down the other end, and they equalise again. You can't not focus for a split second against this AI sometimes. And they're in again here. Huge save from Cox there with 20 minutes to go. And all of a sudden, it was just all Sunderland. And they do actually get a potential winner here. I couldn't believe it. I did not deserve to be losing this game after all the chances I had had. Thankfully, De Silva found himself unmarked, and he does make it 3-3. Is there going to be a winner in this game? I cannot fathom losing against this Sunderland team after such a decent performance. We didn't deserve to lose, but clearly we didn't deserve to win either, and it finishes 3-3. Yet another 6-goal thriller. Moving on, up against Sheffield Wednesday here, a 2-0 simple win. Good stats there. Good to see Vale getting another goal, but also Diao. I think that might be the goal that ties him up with Scarlett. You guys will find out soon. We just had a massive offer come in for Dele Alli, and I honestly didn't know what to do at this point. I was umming and ahhing, and I thought, 6.5 million is a lot of money for a player that I'm not using that much anymore and that isn't going to improve. He was already unhappy, and I thought, you know what, we'll cash in on Dele Alli. We don't want no Tottenham scum. Get out of my team. He'll be playing for Crystal Palace next season. 2-0 win. Nice. Thank you, Rotherham. They were bottom of the league as well. I think like bottom 2, bottom 3. So we'll take that easy win. And by the way, Crystal Palace look like they will be in the playoffs. So we could actually see Dele Alli at Crystal Palace in the Premier League next season. But as you saw there, if you looked at the title run-in, we're right there. Burnley have definitely been favourites for a while, and they are still favourites. What a strike that is. I wish that went in. But we're catching them. We're on some really good form at the moment. And Koulibaly, what is that? Directly from that corner after that lovely chance from Diao. I don't know how he's got his foot that high. Ridiculous athleticism from Koulibaly. Here's Oscar Bob into Sacco. Deflected. Richards is there to pile on the misery. Bristol City 2-0 down after just 9 minutes. Not what they were looking to do. Diao, short from the corner. Deflected. 3-0. And it's not even half-time. We are absolutely destroying teams in first halves. And that's exactly what you want to do if you want to get those games wrapped up. Field just about sums up his season. Hasn't had the best season. He's definitely in threat of losing that position to Irugbanam. But 3-0 up, looking good. We actually made it 4-0, but then they did score later on in the match. But 20 shots to 5. Absolute domination. Another win, and there is confirmation that Dele Alli will be leaving at the end of the season. And look, don't get me wrong, he was really good in the first season. We signed him for, what, 3.5 million? Something like that. Really good player, helped us build, and we've kind of moved on already. It is what it is. De Silva has come in and completely owned that left centre mid role that Dele Alli once had, so I won't miss him, put it that way. Vale with the strike, just over the bar, so close from Vale there. Really, really enjoying using him and Richards in that cam role. I can basically just pick who I fancy. They're both doing so well at the moment. Somehow it's still 0-0, even after just 11 minutes. Elliott with the strike, another good save from Woodman there. And I don't know, again, how it's still 0-0. Another chance here for De Silva, maybe. We're going to turn, get him on that left foot. And it's yet another save from Woodman. Into the second half here. How rare is it to be 0-0 going into the second half? Well, it didn't last too long. Just 7 minutes in, and Scarlett finally scores the opening goal. Don't like that celebration. I don't know what that's about. They give it away. De Silva has a chance to push forward. Lovely ball into Scarlett. He will get the assist, and Diao scores yet again. This man cannot stop scoring, and if Real Madrid don't come in for him soon, I'll be surprised. We do concede a little bit of a silly goal. It's not very often you see these free kicks scored, you know, when they're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Most of the time I would just pass that, but the CPU have gone for the dipped looped ball, and well, it worked. The goal basically looping the keeper. And there is Diao getting another one though. 3-1. Surely Preston will not be getting anything from us in this game now. Diao is just lethal, but we do defend terribly there, and so unlucky that that hasn't been saved. Unlucky Cox. He came out nice and quick, reacted well. It was just unfortunate it's gone under him. But we've got Diao, and he can do this. He's just so good. 4-2. He is absolutely unreal. And we're not done there. Vale again into Elliott. Over here to Cannon. Are you ready for this, guys? Cross. Chest. Bang! And it is a beautiful moment for Diao. I think that's his 4th goal of this game. He's just so good. He's so, so good. And this has to be my favourite goal of the season so far. And that's saying a lot. We've scored another one just like that, kind of where it deflected off the keeper or the defender, and then Elliott overhead kicked it. Unbelievable. Here's Diao again, trying to get another goal. Imagine he got 5. We're talking Lionel Messi numbers here. And there it is, guys. A 5-2 win. And of course, Diao will go and collect the match ball. Just too good. He is too good. If we get a massive bid, I might put it down to a vote. Just for a bit of realism. And there it is. Confirmed, guys. 28 goals. He is now the league top scorer. He's taken over from Scarlett, who is a striker. Remember, Diao's a winger. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Now up against Stoke, the last highlights bit here for you guys. 1-0 down already, and actually they made it 2-0, 5 minutes to go in the first half. This hasn't been happening recently, so I was really disappointed to potentially be going in at the break, losing 2-0, and that's exactly what happened in the end. But we do have some magic up front, and there is Oscar Bob. Bob's your uncle, 2-1. We've got half an hour or so here to try and get a comeback going. We need one more, though. We need to get at least a draw from Stoke here, but they've just rinsed me there. I've fallen over trying to get the ball. 3-1, and it's not looking good. But Matriziani finds Vale. Lovely ball in behind for Elliott. Can he find the back of the net from there? Nope. Hits the post, but Scarlett's on hand. He is now equal top scorer. Who is going to be the top scorer come the end of the season? Who knows? Don't shush, okay? Don't shush when we haven't won the game yet. We're not even drawing until Vale steps up and does get the equaliser. I accidentally skipped the replay. We get a 3-3 draw with the last kick of the game. I think that says it all, really. I don't like the shush celebration. I didn't really mean to do it. But there we go, guys. That is the end of the highlights. We're going to jump into some live action now, and let's see how we get on. It's funny, really. At one point, I was really worried about Crystal Palace, but now we've built up that lead to 10 points. We have been doing a lot better recently. We've been scoring a lot of goals this season, 114 so far, but we also concede a lot. I mean, that's FC24 in a nutshell, really. But 27 wins from 40. There's only 6 to go. We've got Hull City up next at home. Should be more than winnable. In fact, let me show you guys the games coming up. We've got Middlesbrough away, Coventry at home. And then going into the final month, we've got Swansea away, Millwall at home, and then a big one against Birmingham away from home. That could be the game that really decides whether we are actually going to be first or not. It's possible. We can actually catch up with Burnley. I just wish we had a game against them. All I can do is keep winning my games, keep the pressure on Burnley. Hopefully they'll drop some points. We're going to quick sim against Hull. It's a 3-1 win. De Silva again. Diao getting yet another goal, and Doig as well. Any red cards early on? Nope. Okay, well, that's a really good result. It looked like it was a pretty even game. We've just about come out on top there. We've got Middlesbrough up next. I'm going to go ahead and throw Irogbinam in. If you look at the stats, he's actually better in almost everything. The only thing that's really holding him back is his actual defensive stats. But do you know what? I think I'm almost at that point now where I might just start him ahead of Field. You got to remember, Field, whilst he is my club captain, he's not old. He's just not going to improve much anymore. He is entering the prime of his career, and I just don't think he's got much space to grow, whereas Irogbinam could easily hit the 80s. So soon we are going to have to commit to playing him in midfield. Cannon's going to get the captain's armband for this one. And do I go Richards or do I go Vale? And do I go Elliott? I think I do. Elliott has been really good recently, so let's go ahead and do that. Matriziani hasn't been happy with his game time recently, so I might throw him in as well. Let's try and get off to a quick start here. Richards into Elliott. De Silva. And De Silva scores again. He has been, I think, the best midfielder in the league this season. I think he's top assists, and he might be up there as one of the highest scoring midfielders as well. He has been unbelievable. Definitely a Premier League quality player. I mean, the keeper didn't even bother. Wow. I love De Silva. Ex-Arsenal as well. Gotta love it. Okay, he's just got past me very easily. What are they going to do from here? Oh my God, they've done it again. Okay, it's going to be a corner. Matriziani getting taken for a ride there a little bit. Cabral is the better defender for sure. I just don't want to upset Matriziani. Oh no. Oof, I thought he was going to win that header. Middlesbrough looking dangerous here, but Richards has won it. And we can pile forward here. Okay, there's only 2 of us. It's not exactly piling forward, but it's so easy. Scarlett makes the best run. I'm just going to chip the keeper. Oh my God. Yep, it's 2-0. And we've had 2 chances. I love it. If they score from this free kick, I'll be very surprised. He's going to dummy it. No, he's gone for the shot. It's it's not going to trouble Cox. You know I'm about to cross it. Doig, what a ball. As if that's gone in. Guys, the goalkeepers in this game can be incredible. And then they can just be absolutely horrendous. This is almost reminding me of, do you remember when Newcastle were beating Tottenham like 5-0 in 30 minutes or whatever? That is what's going on here. Every shot is going in. That is my 3rd chance of the game. And it's not a particularly great header, and it's just gone straight at the keeper, over his hands. Awful. Awful from Middlesbrough. This game's done. There is absolutely no way they're coming back. What about a 4th goal from 4 shots? Could it happen? Here is Scarlett. Over on the right side for Cannon. Into Elliott. No way. Richards. No, he's ruined it. That would have been 4 goals, 4 shots, and definitely a jump to result. I think we'll keep going for now, because technically I could concede 4. It has happened. Oh my God. Scarlett is ridiculous, isn't he? So, so good. Oh, for God's sake. I'm so good at fouling with Koulibaly, aren't I? It's just normality. Did he get a yellow? He did. Yellow card. For a second, I thought, what if he gets sent off? Then it definitely would have been game on. Now, let's see if we can get forward one last time here. Actually, no, we've still got 10 minutes. This game's going really slowly. There goes Diao. League top scorer. Can he score from there? No, it's off the post. Middlesbrough. I mean, they're living so dangerously. Go on. De Silva. And that's it, guys. This game's done. We need Prem. We need Prem football. I think towards the end of this season, we've just seen the quality difference now. Us, Burnley, Crystal Palace have obviously been very good. But, I mean, when you look at my team, it's Prem ready. Diao, Scarlett, Elliott. I mean, the guy's just come in recently and he's showing so much quality. Cannon 77, Koulibaly 77, Doig is 79. We're ready. We're ready for the Premier League already. It's just, can we actually win the title? I don't know. 6-1. Oh my God. I wish we got the clean sheet, but 69% of the ball, 13 shots. Unbelievable. Wait, Coventry is 7th. I thought they were a little bit higher than that. Oh, it's 2 points. I think Burnley have drawn, potentially. Let's have a look. Burnley drew with Watford. Where are Watford? I thought they were near... Okay, so they're 14th. That is huge. We can do this. We can genuinely win the title. And for a team to score, let's say it's going to be at least 130 goals by the end of the season, I think we deserve it. Although with that many goals conceded, maybe not. Right, the first team is ready to go. 2-1 win. That's my prediction. Oh my. And it was 2-1. Richards scoring first. They then equalised in the second half. But Koulibaly, I'm guessing, from a corner. That is the first time, I think, we've had less possession. I might be wrong, but that seems quite rare. 3 chances, 3 shots, scoring 2 of them. Maybe it's actually going to happen. The question is, have Burnley drawn? Burnley lost! I didn't think they'd ever lose another game. I thought worst case they would draw, or best case for me. That means... Hang on. Right, first, let's have a look at ranking. He's ready. I can call him up. He's 16, 70 rated. His potential is not great, but do you know what? I'm having him. Promote. Welcome to the club. It means that Dele Alli will leave, of course, and Rankin comes in. We are now top of the table by a point. It's actually going to happen. We've got 3 games to go, and we're winning the league. I cannot wait, guys. In the next episode, we will finish off this season. We are in the Premier League. It is done. We've got automatic promotion. It's done. Like, we can't drop out of the top 2 now. It's just whether we'll finish first or not. And I think we'll do it. Somehow we've managed to recover. We've been on an absolutely wild run. If we look at my results, I mean, okay, the draw against Stoke wasn't great, but then just loads of W's. We were unbeaten in March as well. We won every game in February. We've just... let's just ignore that. We were absolutely diabolical in January, but since then, we've been on fire. So, bring on the Prem.